Hi everyone, I'm Adam Nicolaitis from Cloneless Media. I'm a visual effects supervisor and I'm one of the co-founders. At Cloneless, we make tools for storytellers, and in particular, people who tell stories with video and animation. The tool I want to talk about today is a platform for creating video at the speed of social. And for now, just know that when you see a conversation like this, you can respond with a video like this. These are all the same footage, but by changing the content within the shot, we can help alter the stories. And we'll talk a little bit about what that means. This can all be changed in a matter of seconds, and we can deliver it anywhere, to social, to banner ads, or to broadcast. But first, I want to talk about something that happened last year. The 2012 Olympics. And AT&T runs a campaign called The New Possible, with a series of television spots that show aspiring young athletes watching the stars of Team USA compete, watching them win, and writing down their scores as inspiration. It's a great story, but the twist is that these spots aired minutes after the events unfolded on television in the US. It's really cool, but the job was gigantic. See, we call these predictive. And so every outcome or score had to be shot in advance. Every possible time that the athlete could have ended with, so that that young person could write it up on the wall, all of those had to be shot. Imagine what that shoot day or week or month looks like. It's painful. Then, when you get to the actual day of the event, well, you've got a post house on standby. You're coordinating creative teams, the brand, the network. You've got rushes coming in from NBC that need to be composited into the shots. You've got a post house that's waiting. They don't even know if they're going to be making the spot or not, but now they get the footage, and they composite it in, and then they lay it off to a physical tape that you have to drive across London during the Olympics and hope you don't get stuck in traffic, because then your spot doesn't air. Is anybody seeing something missing here? They pulled this off because they had a 5-hour delay between the time that the events happened in London and when they actually aired in the US. So this isn't exactly repeatable. If this is your approach to the Olympics, what might you have missed? Would you have predicted that Jordan Weber wouldn't qualify for the women's all-around? Or let's say you're running a campaign in the Academy Awards. You might predict that Jennifer Lawrence is going to win an award, but did you predict that she's going to trip on her dress on the way up to the podium? And yet these became some of the biggest conversations and moments from these events. Let's fast forward a year. Super Bowl 47. It's a big night. It's advertising's biggest night. People who don't even watch football watch the Super Bowl because the ads are so good. But this year, something different happened. The power goes out. And we all know what happens next. This is what we call responsive, and it's something that happens at the beginning of a conversation in a moment. And within the industry hype machine, this was the most talked about ad during the Super Bowl. It was just made with Photoshop. They didn't have any paid media. Not exactly. See, this was actually the result of 15 people from different ad agencies and Oreo's marketing team sitting around all in the same physical location for hours, planning and strategizing and leading up to this. They had a war room. And on top of that, they spent 6 months practicing. So it's still impressive, but that is a really big operation to post a tweet. Second, Oreo primed the pump with other work. They had the best integrated broadcast and digital campaign of the Super Bowl, which was already prepping people to be on the lookout for this and to be following Oreo. And let's face it, for an event that's centered around a broadcast, this happened on Twitter, on the sidelines. Here's the thing. The global broadcast ad spend in 2012 was $350 billion. And that's because video works. But video isn't really a part of these conversations. Because until now, the tools that we've made video with weren't designed to be responsive. When you need a week or even a day to respond, that opportunity is gone. The conversation's over. The audience moves on. And that means that though creatives have great reactive ideas, often they never see the light of day. Are you going to have a team of 15 and 5 hours to respond every time you want to be a part of a conversation? And good real-time work isn't just technical, but cultural too. By bringing brands, agencies, and networks into a shared creative space, we help reduce the fear that slows these things down and often kills great ideas. We've built a platform that brings the war room to you, without a plane ticket and without a hotel room. A tool that enables us to participate in these conversations every day, not just once a year. We formed Cloneless Media for one reason. We're sick of watching amazing ideas die. The Cloneless team has over 30 years of experience in the advertising and entertainment industries, both on the creative and on the production sides. And we've been successfully pushing against these limits for years. For instance, for Kraft, we took a spot that started shooting at 10 in the morning, and we had it in rotation by the time that Conan aired that night. And then we did it the next day too, all while making 8 spots that posted directly to Twitter. So we feel the pain. We understand and know firsthand that we desperately need to shrink these production timelines if we're going to tell new kinds of stories. And that's the platform that we've built for storytellers. When something happens during a program, we want to find ways for brands to be involved before the end of the program and to become a part of that conversation. We've talked about bringing the war room to you, but what does that really mean? It means the ability to change content, to change text, photographs, videos, art cards. Do you need new music? You can swap it out to change the tone. Do you need new narration to change your context? No problem. It gives you the ability, on top of that, to then track your videos while this conversation is happening, and to have a process that's tightly coordinated and is easy to manage. There's dozens of people who need to see these videos and sign off and approve, and there's a very definite workflow that's custom to each thing. And so we allow you to manage that very, very simply and easily. And you can do this right from your phone and finish by pushing the video live that easily. We've seen predictive video on TV, and we've seen reactive video on the internet. At Cloneless, we're telling stories at the speed of social. And if you're excited about the future of storytelling, let's talk. Thanks.